The fuck?
Son, you know, once you start, there's no going back.
The worst time to come over.
I know.
Once you begin the path, there is no leaving the path. Are you sure you're ready for that? I mean, really ready?
I guess so.
Neat. We'll start tomorrow.
Sentai, what are you doing? Mwah. Love you, buddy. I appreciate the sub a lot. I'm gonna throw this back on here. You know, I was gonna wait for the song to skip, and then I paused it, and then it didn't come back on. I'm like, oh Jesus. Yeah, I don't know. I assume drops are working. They say sometimes it takes up to 5 minutes to reflect, but that's okay. Maybe you're playing this either way. So we'll check some stuff, dot some T's, cross some I's, and all that, and then we'll go from there. I don't think I'll have any issues. We'll see what happens, right? It's kind of one of those like maybe, right? So we'll see. If it doesn't like kick in right away, I'm not too worried about it. I just want to get in here. So I have a funny like back it up sort of rundown. When did I leave? So it was the 18th, so the Sunday before Christmas, pretty much. And I was just I was just out of town for that weekend. You know, that shit really gets me sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, fuck, what did I do wrong? Like, cause I'll see something lock up, and it sucks when it debates me. You know, I'm like, fuck, the whole time. I mean, like, probably every single time that gets used, somebody's like, oh god, is it my internet? I can't afford that right now. Like, I gotta work from home, bro. We actually had issues this morning. I didn't know if someone cuts your internet, my stream fails at the same time. No, God, come on. It's meant to be then, right? That's she loves me, yes, she loves me not, right? The 50-50. But yeah, I was out of town for a week. I was visiting family, had a lot of fun there. No internet, no nothing. I love the idea of me putting it up in like Italian or something, right? Like to sort of like mess with people. Like what is let me see, French to English. Oh god. You know what this is? This is a fucking I have oh excuse me. So I did Redacted for a little bit, right? That game where similarly to Wordle, instead of guessing the game, you have to guess the Wikipedia page. So I copy pasted one of the redacted sentences into this. So now whenever I put French, this pops up. And it's fucking, it looks so bizarre. It's they must just use like a white emoji as the text so that you can't even like inspect element or anything. And looking up anything in French is just a nightmare. I have to like remove that from my history or something. Like what would it be? This stream is displaying an error. Or, was it like trouble connecting to server or something? It's like problema de conexión al server. So like something like that would be really funny to add to the, you know, the error screen. Or like you ever had that really gray version of the stream and it's got that red Twitch box? I could probably figure out how to do that in CSS or something, and like I could probably get a pretty realistic like reload stream fuck up, you know, like the whole disconnect failure thing is funny, but now I'm like, I want more, right? I crave an additional amount of fuckery. Like I want to keep you guys on your toes. I mean, I've had that joke for like a year now. Fuck, maybe 2023 is I figure out how to do the really convincing one. I make it in Spanish, sometimes English. Like maybe the text rotates languages, because I know Ash is Italian, so like that would be funny if she's in here. She's like, huh, how about that? That is mildly convincing. Thumbs up. Good for you, bud. Borgie was telling me he had a redeem idea to control his bitrate, like something that would actually throttle the bitrate on his computer and just cause OBS to crash. And I don't know how that would work. Like that is some industrial external piece of machinery that I'd have to mess with. I don't I don't know that I'd be able to go that far with it. But it's really funny in concept. Because, like, there's so much shit you could do with just the simple tools that I have here. Like, all I need to do is figure out how to set up an API connection to Twitch. That's it. That's all I need to do is really just an OBS connection, right? So, like, I could, if I really wanted to do something like that, I probably could, but God, it hurts to think about, right? Like in my head, I start thinking of the logistics of it. I was like, oh, that would be kind of funny. That's an interesting joke, and it would take maybe 3 weeks to set up for like a one-off. Maybe someone redeems it. Like, I think it's more funny in theory because I don't have to put the work in. It's like the time machine paradox. Like, well, you know, if you really were going to make a time machine, why isn't one here? Oh, because I'd have to actually make it. Okay, so the first guy would have to make it, and then every guy after that would not really need a time machine. So just think real hard, really dedicate your time and focus on making that time machine. Then one will just appear like a genie. CPU speed control redeem is scary. That I don't like that one bit. If I had like a burner PC and like a shitty little server or something and it was like hosting something, you could tell when it like kicks off. Like if I had a Minecraft world running and you could control the throttling of the GPU, the RAM, and all that, and have it just fucking chug. Now that would be funny because someone's playing on it. They're like, "What is happening?" Oh god, something is not right here. I'm rubber banding. My server stuff isn't updating. I'm getting the Tarkov error where it's like the flashing, blinking light stuff, all that jazz. And I tell you what though, man, like the more I think about it, the more that shit would be so funny because it's just the physicality of it. Like, see that one I don't know. That one I'm like, maybe. Like you guys would have to be pretty good to do that one. Also, I'm curious here. The tags not updating. I'm gonna try one more time. So here's the thing about drops enabled, right? It's really annoying because the way the tags have sort of been introduced is they made them special, right? Anybody in the world can, within TOS restrictions, just kind of make it be anything. So as a result, because everybody on this platform has drops, when you type in the words dropped enabled as a tag, you find every version of spelling errors, every version of capitalization. Like I saw one where it's just like backwards. They throw some A's in there that aren't. They've moved it around. Like I'm not making a dyslexia joke, but it like I had to scroll pretty far to find the correct one. You know, like fuck, dude, come on, man. I just want it to work. Why, God? Why me? But the whole time I'm thinking, I just want to play the game, you know? There we go. All right, so that's updated. I just had to click something there, move some schmutz around. It should be okay. I think we're good. If not, like I said, I mean, I'm just gonna play this anyway. I was gonna talk to you guys about something, and Sentai threw me off with the fucking router thirsty thing, and that's permeating my mind. I'm imagining like like the pufferfish sound and it's the router and it, like the poor fan is like slowing down and spinning back up and fucking like just trying its fucking best, you know, just like a carburetor that's got shit in it, like when they have rats nests in engine blocks and you hear like a and the whole thing becomes unclogged very quickly. Like that's what I envision on my my home router. So I was playing Dark and Darker. That's what I was going to get to. I remember now. Before I left on Sunday, I played it for like a day or two, and Dark and Darker was out for like a week, and everyone was like, "Oh God, I hope that it doesn't collide with Tarkov, because if Tarkov wipes while we have that week of Dark and Darker, I mean, it'll be fun, but like people will take precedence with the game that's not out yet." But I mean, anybody who plays MMOs or any of this jazz, like the first day. First, like maybe week and a half of wipe is so imperative, you know? Like that makes the difference of you winning and losing. But I don't know. I was happy with what I got out of Dark and Darker. I'm glad I got to stream it. I got to hang out with you guys. I played a little bit of it at night, but to be honest, Dark and Darker, on my game at least, became like almost like Final Fantasy. Like I'll be playing a video or something in the background, and I'm just kind of sitting in lobby for a while, and I have it open. I'm like, oh fuck, yeah, I guess I'll do a Ranger run. Like I was playing it a little bit, but it was something about it that felt different. Like maybe the stakes weren't as high this time because I was more comfortable with it, or like something about the like allure of it was starting to go away. Maybe because we're getting a week of it every month, so it's become less of like, holy shit, we have 4 days. It starts at 3 a.m. You gotta get up in line like it's Black Friday. We're never gonna be able to touch this thing and just keep going. But now it's like, man, and I worry about that, right? Like when it comes out, ideally they're hoping for what, late summer, maybe early fall of 2023. I mean, that's it's only 9 months away. They're getting tight on this. I think the development cycle is almost finished on this game, and I hope I'll still enjoy it. Because with Tarkov, I play the wipes. I don't really play long term. I just like it in the beginning where nobody has anything and you can like jump around and do nothing. you know. Speaking of which, though, let's get in here. I normally would have like stuff in the background, but I think we're gonna check some stuff out, and yeah. So I guess a quick rundown of what I've done so far. I played a bit yesterday with. Maybe I'll just turn the music down and we'll have just a little bit in the background. Yeah, that works. So I played with Brad and Tom yesterday, and we were just like running through a couple levels. I think at the end of the day, it was maybe 5 raids, if that. But it was pretty fun. I mean, because I have the EOD edition, the highest one, I have the big butt case and a bunch of gear and stuff. I as much as I'd love to use this, I still am pretty sparingly with it. Like most of this stuff I don't think I'll ever use. I may just sell or keep it for inventory sake, like this stuff. But it was good. Like the first one we ran. Whoa. The first raid we ran was just on interchange. We were going around grabbing some stuff. We had some pretty interesting shots. I was way off. Like you could tell I hadn't played a shooter in a long time because I mean I had a pistol and I was fucking. I was like, in cartoons and Looney Tunes where you make the outline of the guy. That's basically what Tom and I did. We were lobbing rounds downrange and nothing came back. I'm like, huh, all right. And then we I can't remember what else happened. There was a couple of shots with a guy in woods. There was this one scav that was giving us all kinds of gruff because he was just a little far away for us, and we were like, okay, do we move in? Do we come back? Do we fuck with this other stuff? Like you kind of shimmy around, and the whole time I'm thinking like, is this even worth it? Like I could just get out of here. If I died to this guy, I'm gonna look like a fucking chump. It was good. I think one of us died each round, but it was never like a full squad wipe. There was maybe like one time where it was really bad, and we ran into like an issue of like, oh, these two dudes are fucking juice. They've got like an AK and they're wiping up. But it's been good. I think like just holistically we've been pretty successful, and that may be because if one of us at any point in the game was familiar with the map, or maybe we're overcautious, or I don't know. But we're gonna stress test my abilities for sure. I mean, I think like how much is my scav timer? Oh, ooh, wait, hang on now. I don't know if I'd like that. We're gonna pause that real quick. I think, and let me know if you guys want me to change the volume on it. I'm gonna monitor it a little bit. The menu is always kind of quiet intentionally because, God, when I first started this game up, it was loud as fuck. And you'll definitely find that it's when I get in, it's going to be loud. So that's kind of why I have the menu turned down a little bit overall. Um, just a heads up though, like it's going to be loud for me either way, so I may just turn it down in OBS. But don't you worry. If someone shoots, you're gonna hear it, right? Like that's a bit of a warning, right? It's one of those games like if you're not used to the whole like, oh God, in Dark and Darker, I just heard somebody fucking like throw an explosion bottle, and now I can't hear. That would be maybe the only thing. Yeah, I'm hoping. I don't know how long times are gonna be, like raid times. I have really no frame of reference, but I guess we'll find out. The way I see it, we can kind of just I don't know. I think if it gets really bad, because that was the issue that we had last time, was the like it was maybe 15 minutes, and I remember I played RimWorld in the corner. I have that Tetris game. I may play that a little bit because that's what I did with oh, what game was that? Project Zomboid. I may do a little bit of that, just something in the corner. I mean, who knows? We may start Stream Raiders. Like, there's a bunch of shit I have options of if it's real bad. But I think I'll just take this time to do like the pre-game huddle or like the post-game fucking walk. I don't think it'll be too bad because I mean, even like the first day of Wipe yesterday when we were playing it, it was only handful, couple of minutes, if that. I mean, it was fine. We'll see what happens. So, who is Let me check something real quick. Oh, okay, no fires. I got a message and I was like, huh, that like one of those emails that seems foreboding and then you play it and it's like, oh, okay, that's just well, whatever. I don't need to worry about that. Does it increase or decrease the output of your PSU in intervals? God, that's so scary. Because now we're talking like the ability of my PC. Because I'm gonna be honest, like I'm already running it like this is a a patchwork shoe of a ship. I mean, it's really like everything is held in a delicate balance. The microcosm in my PC is you don't go messing with the order. You know what I mean? Like I know as soon as I start messing with something, I know in my heart of hearts it's gonna go south extremely. So this gun is interesting. This is the oh, I can never remember the name of it. It's not the M700. That's the huge like hunting rifle. But this guy is like the SVD, I think. It's good and bad because it's the craziest long range weapon you'll ever see. But also, if you notice, for a sniper rifle, it doesn't have a rail or a scope on it. So I'm I'm going to be using iron sights with a sniper. It's going to be very like modern warfare lobby. You know, where you do the like a quick scope or something. I messed a little bit with graphics and a little bit of like moving left and right, like just to, like see how everything goes with inertia. You know, it's as clunky as always, but I don't know if I want to mess with stuff just yet. I think I want to take a couple days, get into the swing of things, feel the movement, see how I like it. Because also just, you know, the skills are another major thing. Like when I was coming off wipe before this game reset, I was in the mid 30s for my some of my abilities. So like running and jumping was way higher and longer. I had the ability to like maneuver easier. I could do a bunch of like bigger amounts of runs, like just like the sheer weight I could hold without getting bogged down in like fucking asthmatic. The Simohaya experience. I Simohaya. Why does that sound familiar? Let me give it a look here. Simohaya. That's the oh, that's that Finnish guy. That was like the Black Death sniper, or whatever. White Death. That's who it is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The guy who like killed what, like 100 people or something with no scope. Like that boy just raw dogged his shitty old rifle. Let's see here. Let's go to the simple English Wikipedia. Highest recorded number of confirmed sniper kills in any major war. The Russian soldiers began to call him White Death. He had over 500 kills during Winter War, which only lasted 105 days. That is scary. What the fuck? Model rifle 28. I don't even know what this thing looks like. I'm not, mind you, I'm not a gun guy, but like, model rifle 28. Oh, this is just like the most that shit. It kind of looks like this gun. Like it's so basic. I mean, when was the Russian Winter War? Let's see here. That was in oh, it was the first Soviet-Finnish war. How about that? I didn't even notice that the Soviet Union had gone to war with Finland. I guess that's what I know on my side of the equator. 1939. Damn. Okay, so shortly after World War II had broke out, that was one of those little things, and then it was stopped with the Moscow Peace Treaty. Very interesting. Okay, well, it's damn. Like, I've heard stories of like, oh yeah, you know, like the people who were fighting on the Vietnamese side of the war were all farmers and just like very untrained individuals, nothing crazy. It's like, okay, yeah, sure. I mean, they're hunting. There's the sheer number of them is enough, but like when you hear stories like that where it's one dude who just went bananas on a team, it's like it seems like if I were to read that in a movie or something, I would say, you know, that seems like a bit high. I feel like that those numbers are a bit exaggerated. Like if I see a story that says based on true events, like okay, how much of this was faked? Reenactments are never one to one, but like, I mean, that dude's got the shortest Wikipedia article I've ever seen. Killed 500 people. He's got a Model 28. He's from Finland. Damn. Okay. All right. No further questions, Your Honor.
Then, and I'm going to take a nice centimetre slice. And technique and timing. So as simple as this is.
Okay, let me just get a little air in here. I realize that I fucking, I don't know if it's just like my allergies or something, but I feel like I've got dust on every surface coming back, and I gotta take a quick once over with the duster, like some kind of I don't know. I'm gonna see what happens though, because I don't even know if I have winter allergies. I went to an allergist. They're like, yeah, I mean, be careful of like various grasses and tree pollen in like the March times around there. Rest of the year, just, you know, blow your nose. she's like, all right, good. And I feel like I have not had allergies in the time that they said. Like it's almost the exact opposite. Like I've only had issues when it's cold, I'm cooped up and I'm doing nothing, and it's kind of funny. It's like, am I gross or is my body strange? See, another thing I didn't really anticipate would be match queues related to team versus solo, because potentially I don't know how this works because I'm just going off of like Hunt Showdown stuff where it's like they usually try to match like pairs, so mostly teams or mostly singles, just to sort of like, you know, I mean, it's a big game, they have the data to sort of like flip through stuff. But oh yeah, the SVDs got a top bar, or a top like I don't even know what you'd call it. It's just like a rail. I guess the point is to be able to move the scope closer and further. But in general, it's just like a thin piece of metal. I don't really know what it's used for. I don't know if the SVD actually looks like that, and some gun guy will be, you know, actually they made that because it's to equally distribute force and friction and heat. But no, it's a normal gun barrel rifle like every other firearm, but then it's just like they've got a thin saltine cracker draped across the entire top of this sucker for no reason other than it looks funny, right? You know what's funny too? I always think about this, like with Dark and Darker and Hunt Showdown, you can watch other dudes run all the way to the end of the game. Even with like Marauders, I think you can watch to the end. In Tarkov, if you wait 15 minutes, you just die. You know, that's it. Like you're okay, jackass, get back in the lobby. Can't watch other people because screen peeking isn't realistic. There's no cameras out in the Russian wilderness. Didn't the Mythbusters do something like that? They're like, yeah, it's hot as shit in Oklahoma or Arizona, Arkansas, Indiana, and they tried to do an entire Thanksgiving meal on a car or something, like with the heat, or like on the sidewalk, which seems ridiculous. But then I figure I've never really been in an area that's super hot, like in the hundreds, or like 35, 36 Celsius. I mean, that shit just seems unwieldy to me. I am not a heat guy, that's for sure. I mean, if I had the choice of freezing snow and blistering heat, I would absolutely take snow every time. because it's like stuff starts malfunctioning in the heat. Like stuff breaks. Sure, in the winter it freezes and you worry about your pipes and your water and stuff. Sure, yeah, fine. But like in the winter, like you can just die from the elements because you don't have the right preparations. I feel like in areas that are super hot, even with the proper protection, you can still just become very ill very quickly. Like Vaga, I remember would always say like, "Oh yeah, I fucking get me in a sauna. I want it to be hot. I don't like the heat. I want to just be sweating all day." And I'm like, how could you possibly derive enjoyment from that? I mean, you're a psychopath. Okay, I'm feeling a little better. I got some wind on me. I'm literally feeling like a useless little like house plant right now. Like I feel neglected. I don't have the right like light. The pH in my water is I'm gonna fucking shrivel up and pass away. And now it's like, okay, you big crybaby, let me move you over 6 inches into the light and give you like a drop of water, and suddenly perks right back up. Damn it, this is a throwback. I know, right? Fucking the one of the first couple of streams I did, because it was Overcooked, then I did Final Fantasy. I think Deep Rock was in the beginning too, because that was January, February when I was getting affiliate, and then we played a bunch of Tarkov, because that's when I was hanging out with Spooky and Wacko. Those were the two of them that they were. Yeah, that's actually funny you should say. So Sunshine, who is a member of Team Capsule Collective now recently, like today, we announced a couple people that were joining the team, and I think God, who are the folks? Because it was Sunshine, Fetal Star, French Toast OK, and Fabu Pona. I don't. What is Sunshine's Twitch? Because I know her on Twitter. Yeah, let me find you here. Boom, there you are. Who's seen The Incredibles? You know, the fucking where they're trying to find Violet in the water, and it's all like murky, so he throws the silt on her and he finds the outline every single time. Okay, so it's the same as we put it then. Let's so this is the lady who did oh, I never clicked enter. There we go. She did the Quaxley emotes that you'll see here. She's an amazing artist. She's super cute with her art style. She actually shit out of me too. Damn, that's a gift that keeps on giving, huh? You clip it and then you share it around. Fucking. Hey, what's up? I'm a big fan of your work. Love your art. Streams are real cute. You scared the shit out of me. Fergie jump scare. Wait, that was Fergie? Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna show my age here. I can't think of a Fergie song off the top of my head. Fergalicious seems like the obvious, but that feels like cheating. Also, you know, like, duh, right? I think I know more about her movie career as Fergie than I know her like music, which feels wrong, you know. God, but yeah, what is the? I'll let me know from the Black Eyed Peas. Wait, she was in the Black Eyed Peas. That's her. I thought it was some other girl. I almost said Britney Spears, but I know that's just verifiably false. He was in Black Eyed Peas, huh? My homes. Okay, yeah, I guess like in my head I'm now like putting it together, but ooh. Let me see if I can find the full list there. It's on her Etsy though, is the thing. If you want to see all of the emotes, they're on her Etsy. But I found them here. There are those bad boys. So these are all the available lads. I really am a fan of the first one, which is just empty, and then Ulu Duck. Very, very big fan of those two. Well is also precious. I mean, all her art's great, but she's got a way with words with Quaxley, and it's precious. feel like too. I was watching. There was some artist recently, and it's like an only Twitter artist, and they've got this little platypus guy, and it kind of looks like the little Quaxley emo. So here's the thing. I'm curious at what point do I like Alt F4 and just like run it back, because sometimes, you know, with server instability and all of that, we run into an issue where it's like, oh yeah, you were cutting in a dead queue, so you wouldn't have been able to get in it. There it is. Holy shit! Look at that fucking thing. It's a big bitch. I say we give it maybe another minute or so, and then I'll run her back. Not an issue there. Does it usually queue this long? It's hard to say. Uh, it could be anywhere from a minute to 25 is the standard. It really kind of depends on the day as well. Um, I think what the plan is going to be. Oh, loading loot. Never mind. As soon as I say something, she gets a little squirrely on me. All right, showtime, gang. Let's hope I don't die, huh? Fingies crossed. Wow, now it's like ominously quiet, you know? You hear a pin drop. Got you, dog. It's a good heads up, actually. I realized on vacation, I kind of didn't really drink any water. I had multiple like water bottles and stuff, but just like with the amount of garbage, candy, cakes, pies, blah 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 that I've eaten, really have not. I certainly could have used a lot more water, you know. I don't know how long I'll keep the Christmas emails for. I really like them. We may go like midway into January because I feel like I didn't get much time with them. I mean, they're so fucking cute. The little the little colon 3 is real precious. What a good boy. I may find that one specifically non Christmas and go hunt for it. Look at you. Just a big old boy. Yeah, I want to kind of go back and see my oh, look at that, 1911. That's a gun, I think. Maybe it's a car. Yeah, who knows? Oh! Oh, God. Hey, bud. Yeah, this is going to be loud. I'm going to turn this down for you guys. Okay. Scav bunker, what are we looking at here? Fuck it. Let's go to med camp then.